Yeah, the one day I was looking at these, I was getting all out of whack because see how like this, all this grain's up and down and that's sideways. Although if you don't use the right piece, it's sideways, that's up and down, sideways. Will you ever see that? No. It was confusing me. I was actually pissed off. I'm like, oh man, that looks like I'm happy that it is not like that. Maybe just all the other boxes are.
So that's the heat cable?
Now it's to pull the heat cable through. Put the cable on that, yank it up. Why do you have testing should be on page 21 to 23, but for complete testing information go to page 16. So you gotta skip past 16, read that part. It's bull. And then keep going. So you have to stay away from plumbing, stay away from the walls a few inches, and don't really want to put it under the vanity. So you're going to be hanging out under there. Change the pattern or anything, you gotta just go back and start from the beginning pretty much. Pull the whole cable back up. Pain in the ass.
Gonna do some testings?
I did. That's the wire checked out.
I'm gonna do some electrical testing with an electrical tester. Check it
Crazy
out.
shit, right?
Yeah, I'm just here to make sure you're not messing up. You know?
Yeah, I brought the tester so I could not mess up.
See, I always like to make sure that there's like adequate heating for my feet around the toilet. I don't know how you approach this section, but like maybe do a
You sit on it like this, right? So you get the shelf there.
You're a shelf. You do a shelf. Well, think about it. Like, you should make like little feet.
Yeah.
It just only makes sense.
5 toes or 4 toes?
Just like close it up together so when you're taking it, you're just like Evan never wants to leave. It's just like my feet just are so comfortable over by the toilet.
Yeah.
Well, that's because we looked out for you, man. We looked out for you. Is this your first attempt?
Yes.
No way. You got this on the first attempt?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Although, still got some left.
Have you told everybody watching that you have to use the whole wire? You can't cut the wire. You have to use the whole roll. So.
You don't want to put it in the closets.
Yeah, and you don't want to heat your closets. Do you think?
You cannot get rid of the roll in the closet.
What did you just do there? You just did some measuring.
Yeah, you stay 8 inches away from all plumbing.
You have to stay 8 inches away from the plumbing.
3 inches from the wall.
3 inches from the wall.
And I think it's actually another 8 inches from any other heat source, which is not a problem because it's up there in this room.
Yeah, that's a good 72 inches.
This is stressful.
It is.
We should add some dramatic music to right now. Just be like, will he make it? This is how much we have left, and then this is the end of the wire. It's finished off because it recirculates. I'm assuming that's how this works. Is on one way the electricity is coming down, and then electricity gets to the end of the wire, and then it probably loops back over and goes to the control unit. And the reason you can't cut the wire is probably because if you cut the wire, you no longer have a repeating circuit. So you break the continuity, and then no más electricidad. Alright, Brian?
Precisely.
I gotta speak Brian's language. Is there a minimum distance that you can run these wires? Like, can I run these wires like right next to each other?
Now, if you want more heat, you can go 3 and then 2, or this is just kind of like, this will get heat everywhere.
Is
if you're
this
like trying
3?
to heat the whole space.
So you could do 2.
3, it has to be 3, 2, not just 2. If you're trying to like, if you want
So
to
it
use
has to
this
be
as
like
a
2, 3, 2, 3
Yeah.
pattern. So the only other way that you could make this warmer is if you ran this wire right here and then ran 3 cubes apart. You run your wire 2 cubes apart, run your wire 3 cubes apart. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Interesting. Look at that. First try. This floor is heated. How long did this take you to put down?
45 minutes.
Oh, it took them 45 minutes. Sometimes you have to redo it because your wire, it doesn't work out the length you need. So you have to restart and make it work. But thankfully we have experienced Brian here. First try.
Good to go.
All those other times where it's taken him more than one try.
Paying off right
Yeah, it's paying off now. I didn't know about those times.
You know what, actually, now that you say that, I don't know if I've ever done that.
You can't go back on it now.
Well, I said it now. I didn't say it when we started. Yes, these are the thermostat sensors to tell you how hot or cold the floor is. Relay back to the thermostat, whether to throw heat on or not. However, you can tell this wire is a little bit skinnier and it doesn't like to stay in the grooves until you get to the end. And you're not supposed to run these on top of each other or overlap them along any point in the floor. This is the first one that's going in. Got 3 more going. You also kind of want to try to get them in the middle of the floor too. Just pull the slack through the wall. We don't like problems here. Should be the floor.